Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer, and today we're going to take a look at this Curt Adjustable Ball Mount with a 5.5 inch drop and 4.5 inch rise, and we're going to see how it interacts with our 2024 Chevy Colorado. Now, having a ball mount that has the versatility of being able to adjust between a rise and a drop and have the ability to switch the ball size, it's just going to really make things a lot more versatile for your hitch as far as if you have several different trailer types that you're trying to tow. So we'll start with the hitch balls. They're going to be chrome plated for corrosion resistance. The 2 5/16 inch ball is going to give you a 15,000 pound tow capacity with a 1,500 pound tongue weight. The 2 inch ball here is going to give you a 10,000 pound towing capacity with a 1,000 pound tongue weight. Now, both of those tend to be a bit beyond what the Colorado can handle, so this is going to be a strong component for whatever you're towing. In order to switch the ball, or in order to adjust it through the rise and the drop, we're going to use these 2 pins along with this clip in order to do that. This is a special clip that is going to go around both of our pins, and in order to take it off, we're just going to put our finger through the loop, pop it back out, and we'll remove our clip from the pins. Now we can remove them. One of the special things about this ball mount is that it has this little rubber donut bumper in here. And what that's going to do is, while it does make for a really tight fit as far as getting our pins in and out, what it does with that extra bit of cushion is it really makes it stationary here against our shank. So you're really not going to get any extra movement out of this. It's just going to offer a smoother and quieter ride. So we're just going to go ahead and reinsert our pins. The first pin is generally pretty easy to put through. It's the second pin that you usually have to give a lot of pressure in order to force that through. Then we'll take our clip and pop that back on as well. Now, with that being in the lowest position here, we're also going to give it a rise position, and to do that, to get that 4.5 inch rise, we need to remove the entire ball mount and flip it over. So we're going to remove our 5/8 inch pin and clip, which by the way is not included with this ball mount. So if you've got a standard 5/8 pin and clip at home, that is going to work with this. Otherwise, it could give you an opportunity as well to get yourself a locking 5/8 inch pin. That's really going to secure your ball mount and not allow somebody to come along and take it from you. So we're just going to remove it here. We're going to flip it over into the rise position and reinsert our hitch pin and clip. So from here, this is going to give us a total rise of 4.5 inches. And the truck that we have today is a Trail Boss edition of the Colorado, so it's got a couple of inches of lift more than some of the other trim models. So the rise position on this may not be used all that often, but in order to get all that drop, which I do think you're going to use quite a bit of, you do need a shank this length. But just for the sake of checking it out, in case you do end up with a coupler that's, at the 23, 24 inch height, this is where you'll need it to be. On the Trail Boss, from the inside of the top of the hitch to the ground, it's 19.5 inches. A lot of the other Colorado models are probably going to be closer to 17 or 17.5 inches. But from this position here, even if we have it all the way elevated to the very top of where it can be, it still leaves us enough clearance to be able to use our tailgate. So we have an inch and a half right here of clearance, so we're really not in any danger of it making contact with the vehicle itself. Having this type of adjustability that we do in the Curt Ball Mount is going to be huge for you, especially if you have a couple of different trailer types that you're towing. Now, if you decide to go ahead and get this Curt Ball Mount and use it with your Colorado, please share with us what you think about it in the comments below. We would love to share your experience with our other neighbors so they can make the best decision for themselves. Once again, this is Curt at etrailer. Thanks for stopping by.